discuss where you're at in the match. If one of you dies, don't worry. Continue to. Well, I mean, I'll unmute you then, but the other player, you can continue to finish out the run as you wish. But let's go ahead and get this started. So, I'm going to go ahead and mute you both. Good luck. Enjoy the run, and I will talk to you in just a few minutes.
Are we good to start, or do we need to wait on anything?
I'll put a quick go ahead start in the chat whenever I'm
Okay,
ready.
sounds good.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so we'll wait for the go ahead here. I think Loxy and I were on the same page. We wanted to do something tough, so she chose Penumbra, and then I chose Restore. I was actually gonna choose Penumbra if if I was given the primary choice. So I think we have the same notion here. So that's good that we're kind of on the same page. Try to make this like a close match. Loxy, if you don't know, I think it was 2 tournaments ago, was the champion. So definitely got our work cut out for us here. Has always placed pretty high. I think usually Final Four at the very least. But definitely has won at least one of these. Bosses are definitely annoying. Starter cards are pretty good though. Like starting with a Void Binding into Diligent is the only bad thing there. I'm glad we are though. Otherwise, this would be a pretty easy run. We would simply just Void Binding the thing. Oh, looks like I can start. So, as far as what we want, I suppose I would have preferred Gorge. I think I'm just going to do Monstrous. I think it saves us more pyre health and in the long run is a little more useful to us. So we'll do that. I don't think Architect does much in this combo. That's the sketches. I don't like sketches in this combo unless, of course, we get a Shadow Siege. It could honestly still work if I get a Fine Grasp, especially. Drop Cage has some utility. Oh boy, this is a choice. I feel like Loxy will have the gumption to choose sketches. I mean, it could work. Here's the thing. All I gotta do is I can get a Vine Grasp. It's a decent chance. The thing is, if I don't go sketches, am I gonna be able to win this thing? I think so. Let's just take a Drop Cage. I am gonna take this. Could do, I think, a Shade Lamp. Alright, let's do this. I think we can do this. Hopefully we don't die out fast here, but pretty sure we got an okay setup here. Go ahead and do this. Put this here. We got that there, but we can take care of that easy enough. So 9 damage isn't really going to do anything. Okay, I do want the attack. Can do that. Not much going to stop that. If I do this and this, then I could at least take that out. It's not really all that good, is it? I think that's fine to do, honestly. And then we'll just do this. Do that. It's a beautiful sight, having all those things just sort of delete. I think we don't need the lifesteal when I've got this much regen. Looks like that'll do it. Don't need another Mind Collapse. Grovel certainly is good. So is Making of a Morsel. We really seem to be going in a morsel direction here, don't we? Like, I might be fine just taking an Umbra unit, if that's the case. You know, we can clear a lot of waves with our boy. I can do a lot of damage with with Void Binding on Penumbra. If I zero cost enough stuff, it's another route we could take. It's just tough and diligent to do that, but it's definitely not impossible. You know, if I think I can hit that magic, I could Hellvent the Void Binding. I can hit that magic, it's a good magic. I can zero cost enough stuff that I can burn out enough stuff against Diligent. Hellvent the Void Binding a bunch of times, and that's kind of a path to victory, isn't it? And then in that sense, I might just want another Mind Collapse. That's a way out of Ember Drain. I think I'm going to do that. You know, I just have to... If I'm going to hit enough Merchant of Magics, this ends up kind of making sense. It'd be nice just to get the Razor Sharp Edge, so if I can abandon this, is the thing, if I need to. There's an Awoken Hollow. That's pretty good. I think I like the Awoken Hollow. I can get a good Awoken Backliner here. Scale it pretty well. I'm going to need a pip upgrade anyway to make Monstrous work if I'm going full Monstrous. -2. See, the double stack would be pretty good here if I minus it 2. Then it's at a 0. Then I don't rely on the holdover. I can just, you know, Hellvent it, 0 cost, a bunch of other things. It's a pretty good backliner, isn't it? It's not necessarily the best with Awoken Hollow. You'd probably prefer the other two, but it's workable. And that double stacked Void Binding to 0 cost it sure is kind of calling out to me, honestly. But I think we can win, which is Husk and Awoken Hollow. I even have the Razor Sharp Edge to help. I think that's a safer line and takes less damage, and we can still use whatchamacallit. In that case, I kind of want to double stack Wildwood Sap, get a bunch onto Awoken Hollow. I think I like that. Instead of... I don't think I want to do a -2. I'm down to probably just bring that down to 0, honestly. I would have liked to have a little bit more gold here, but it is what it is. I don't think I need to intrinsic anything. Yeah, let's just work with that for now. Maybe I should have done the -2, I don't know. I do want to do this, because I do want to have the opportunity to... Let's see, you have 25 health, that's going to be a bit rough there. But I could, let's see, 18 plus 5, that's 24. I can chump block with one of these. It's a good one to chump block with. And then that takes that whole floor out. And I could get around the Ember Drain by doing this. Lifesteal here is great. I can do this. There's no way I can keep him alive, so let's just do that and that. We might be looking at some damage here. But I got Mind Collapses on the way. So here come the Mind Collapses. Let's take you out. You out. I guess we might as well take you out. And then do that. Can put together a morsel floor here. Gotta say, we are throwing away a bit of value, but I feel like this... There's a certain extent of, like, if I just play in my comfort zone, it might be best. I forgot to put the timer on. Oh, well, we'll just have to keep track of time. So we get it here. We do have a slight lead, by the way. 4 health lead. I'm guessing she might have went Architect if that's the case. I think we're giving up mostly on Penumbra, honestly. I think we have such a straightforward line with the Awoken Hollow that we just focus on that. I don't think anything here really helps that much. We don't want to be adding too many cards that aren't a restore or a Razor Sharp Edge or some sort of removal or something like that. There's Talus the Pusher. That could screw this plan up a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. We don't have a good way out of Ember Drain. We have these Mind Collapses. It's not a great way out of Ember Drain, but it is something we can do. It might be nice just to put this in. I think it's a bit redundant though with the restores. I think we're fine to skip here. I think one more Wildwood Sap could be good. I might prefer the Glimmer, just to have some more AoE. We have a lot of stuff we need to put plus damage on, but I don't know. I think the Glimmer might be okay. It'd be definitely good against Diligent. If Loxy took sketches, I'm screwed. That ain't good. But I don't think I'm going to take any of these. I'm pretty sure I just want the Awoken Hollow and the Husk Hermit. Hellvent.
Hey, Gabriot. So, coming out of Ring 2, you're I'm sure just kicking yourself over the Shadow Siege
Oh,
plus sketches
I
possibilities.
I know. I have a hunch Loxy might have took that sketches. I guess we'll find out, but we'll see. I'll just
In
have
general,
to.
what's your game plan right now?
Well, first plan initially, I saw a pretty good line with Void Binding and Trample Penumbra, but Diligent makes me a little hesitant there. Once I saw the Awoken Hollow and Husk Hermit combo and the Razor Sharp Edge, I'm leaning more toward just making kind of a standard ignore your champ, make 2 banner unit, tank and spank strategy. And I'm just going to spam buffs of the Restore variety on Awoken Hollow and the Razor Sharp variety on Husk. And hoping to find an Animus of Will to infuse into it, or at least a multi-strike maybe. But if we don't get it, I suppose I'm looking for like an Ensnare maybe. That's probably my only other option at that point.
Okay. So you're leaning towards more like a self-infusion
Right. Yeah,
on the Awoken Hollow.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of debating right now. I'm like, there's definitely more value on the left side here, but the next Hellvent is like literally all the way down here. So I could roll the dice and get, it there, but then I also have to wait till then to make the infusion. I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet, make it self-infuse right now. I won't be able to put the other unit on the floor, but I think that's gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna clear enough waves with Penumbra and Husk on their own, hopefully that I don't leak too much / at all, and Awoken can kind of just finish off the boss. That's the plan, at least.
Well, everything's looking good right now. You have had 2 perfect floors, so let's see if we can keep it up, and if the rest of the available options kind of fit the build, or
Right.
see what happens. Good luck on the rest of the run.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that didn't go as planned. I might need to cut the void binding. That was, I don't know. We knew that was going to be a rough ring. I don't think any of my other rings are going to be rough, so hopefully that's the last of it. I don't know, though. That was pretty bad. Of course, we get the Awoken Hollow anyway. Hopefully we get Animus here. None of these really make sense on the husk. But either way, I think it's fine. We take our pip. Hopefully this will be good to go from here on out. Are we more likely to find an Animus of Will and good enough upgrades? It's like really all I'm looking for here is a shot at a multi-strike. The Emotion of Steels really aren't good on this map. Really the last one. I think if we go here, we'll hopefully find something for Husk. If not, I can find a Shattered Shell maybe at least. Even an Animus of Speed works. I'm guessing Loxy has the sketches, Shadow Siege. Which, you know, who knows? Maybe I can still... You never know. You never know. If you get complacent with it, you might die to Divinity. It's going to be pretty tough to, though. Or maybe we just get hasters here or something. You know, we'll keep a positive outlook. Let's see. Okay. Well, Shattered Shell works. We can go Shell into Husk. It's maybe not worth 25 shards. But, yeah. Nothing better is gonna be found. Capricious Reflection, I think, we need a little bit of a Hail Mary at this point to win this one. Let's go with the Remove Consume on one of these. I don't know that it's that needed, honestly. I really don't think it's that needed. I think we're gonna have enough regen. The issue, I think we'd probably rather just find Holdover if we can. There we go. And that, I think, goes here. I mean, that's a lot of extra damage. Right? I think we do that. That's pretty powerful. So, I think we just remove units. We're going to be fine for Stealth Boss, almost certainly. Though, honestly, the Shade Splitters are probably worse. We do need a bit of spell fodder, but for now, I think this makes sense. We're just never really going to be able to use these Shade Splitters. Could do Architect. Yeah, let's just do full Monstrous. And, yeah, not much else we can do. Bottom floor could be justifiable here. The Spell Shield does mess up our deck quite a bit, to be honest. But, we'll still have heals for the Monstrous Penumbra. I think this is fine. We've got a lot of damage. Let's put you down there. Put you up there. And I guess we'll just try to break that shield. Okay, we'll put you there. Put that there. I may have to take this hit, unfortunately. Another collector that I'm just not getting. I don't know, I do get a bit of damage here. This guy's going to hurt the Pyre anyway. I think maybe we're better off just doing that. Taking the hit there. Should have maybe waited for the shell. I don't know, though. Probably not. You're still alive. I'll do that. If I do that, I don't add quite enough to not kill that. But this guy... Fuck, dude. 27. Oh man, this is rough. Didn't think it would go this poorly. This guy's gonna do 10. Let's say I do around 50 damage to him. He'll hit me twice. That's 20, 24. I think we want to do that. Okay, we can do this. That's not a whole lot of damage. Well, we can do that. Throw these away. It's 5 short there, but I don't think the other... the cultivate would have been 1 short. Alright, well, we were at least kind of stabilized here. 100 damage. Could do that. I think maybe I still... I think I still want to keep this. That way I might be able to finish bottom, actually. Down by 77, so there's no way I can kill that, but like I could maybe just sort of get enough here to do a bit more. No, it's not really looking that good. I'm gonna be nearly dead here. 1 pyre health. I could do... probably just want to do this at this point. And there's really nothing I can do to stop that. It's a lot of damage. And this boss is just the bane of my existence. Well, maybe we can go bottom with Husk. But yeah, we're not winning this, but we'll just try to fight it out. Fight the run through. Bit unfortunate. So we'll just get it done here. As far as what to do here... we still want to try to finish the fight bottom. $86. This doesn't really add me damage because it'll die to the spikes. So I guess we gotta do that. We'll just do that, that. Throw that. I think maybe I should have done art. I don't know. It's hard to say. I might just die to the waves here. Could do that. Do just a little bit more damage. Pretty wild amount of fucking damage here, though, that we have to like try to get through. It's pretty fucked. All right, that kills him that time. All right. Kindle, consume, remove. Well, these so far, the choices are bad. Yeah, I don't think we can do any of this. Either Awaker or Focus Growth are pretty good. I think I would like Focus Growth. It's just a little more playable. And I am glad to see Pyre Health here. Sure would like a multi-strike. I might need it to win at this time. Boy, let me think. Without the infusion here, it's basically, I could say the run is on a 50-50 right now. Like, if I don't get multi-strike, I may just not be able to scale enough to stop the waves. Like, an extra 20 Pyre Health might not help me much there. Holdover on Razor Sharp Edge could be okay. If I don't get a multi-strike, I just don't know. I don't really have enough damage to stop the waves on pretty much all of these, other than maybe Sycophants. I do kind of wonder here. I do kind of need a Hail-Mary at this point. If I'm going to try to win this thing, we might as well die here or win. Alright, we're already not good with that quick there. Like, I don't know, the quick could be okay. Okay, let's put a quick on you. I might just have to actually go Husk into Shell. Or Hellvent Shell. Self-infused Shell might make more sense. So let's go like this. Shell is now our primary unit. It's a shitstone. We could give him health. I think I might rather just do a battle stone. And yeah, that's got to be the unit we use. And these just aren't any good. Fuck, dude. I guess we could do a Shroud Spike for the Penumbra. It's got space for it. Oh, I need to live, so I think I need to put a shitstone on Husk Hermit. I would love to put the 25 health. Let's just do it. I don't think 10 shards changes that much. Put the 25 health there. And I probably should remove a card. I mean, we're not spending money coming up. Let's get rid of... I may want the Shade Splitters at this point, so let's get rid of a Steward. Don't know if I can take that. It's just yet another thing that nullifies my mind collapses. Not so much the Glimmer, though. I mean, the Glimmer does fuck this up pretty nicely, but then again, my quick my quick Shattered Shell isn't really going to scale that much. I think we do it. This is fucking horrible, though. 10, so 30, 45. I technically survive this. I kind of want space if I find that Shroud Spike, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to force it. Like, I may just want to go here and look for Glimmer. Okay, well, we found Shroud Spike without any... I guess we would have technically been able to play it, but we really wouldn't have had any Ember to put into it. Do I need this on holdover? This guy's gonna give just 4. He'll be at 12. This ain't good. Might as well just throw them all away. Wait, I should have put Penumbra bottom. I'm just a little off today, I think. 9 by 20. I just need 17. I can do that with anything. So let's do this. This. I do want this guy to live. But do I need him to live at this point? I don't know that I need him to live at this point. So like I could just do this. Just let him die. Then I'm actually getting my slays. I think that ends up making more sense. We do need to stack regen on this guy to beat the boss, I'm pretty sure. Let's just make a bunch of guys down here. And let the thing go. Alright, we can do that, that. Put all these down here. Get that lifesteal going. Burn up a pretty good amount of stacks. This will burn out a pretty good amount of stacks too, although it does kill that. It is what it is, I guess. Do that, that. Alright, yeah, that should be victorious. This is the danger, of course, of, you know... I think I like non-curated seeds more, but this is what can happen, right? It's like you kind of have to gamble a bit. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it might not. I mean, I think a Shadow Siege only shows up in like 14% of runs, so I feel like I made the right call without the sketches, but it is what it is, right?
Are you sure, Gabriot? Are you sure you made the right call?
I don't know. I hope. I mean, in this run, no.
Couple questions for you at this point. Ring 3, was that a misclick not playing the Glimmer and ending the turn early?
Which I am not sure. Ring 3?
Yeah, Talos fight. There was one point when you had your Glimmer.
Yeah.
And I think you meant to click it, but it looked like you might have clicked end turn. But you don't remember making any random end turn mistakes.
I don't think so. I mean, it's entirely possible. I'm not necessarily playing that well right now. But
okay.
Yeah.
More pressing question. Ring 4. How are you feeling after that?
I'm so tired of that boss. I hate that boss, yeah. and I hate that troop. It's like that combo is the bane of my existence because it's like whatever I do always ends up being the wrong decision. Like I've had a lot of runs recently. I'll go bottom, and then I just die. But then it's like here, it's like oh I should have gone bottom. I can never figure out where to go.
That's actually what got me in my first game. Is exactly that wave. I did have a different trial, but
yeah,
exactly that wave.
Right.
It's brutal.
It is. Stuff. Yeah, that's like I think Ring 4 and 5 are the hardest in the game, like these days. If I'm gonna go down, it's usually those rings.
Last question for you. So, are you planning to keep the Shattered Shell, or are you planning to still merge Shattered Shell into Husk Hermit and wait for multi-strike?
I'm gonna go self-infuse.
Shattered Shell?
Yeah, I think I might be able to get there. I have my Void Binding, and I'm still wondering if there's... I do see this double-stacked one, and I'm like, well, I might be able to -2 it. Like, Diligence, the main problem.
Yeah.
I think there's a world... I could also just take this Ember Cache, but I don't like that it's... I don't know. It's tough to say which route is going to work here. It's probably not Excavation Eruption, but I could see double-stack Void Binding doing some work. I won't be able to play anything is the problem. Unless I can get some piercing on these Mind Collapses. But Yeah, it's rough. This is not how I expected it to go.
Well, I'll leave you to your decision,
Yeah.
and good luck, and we'll catch up after the end of the run.
Yep, definitely. I don't know. It's like Evercash. It. It's just gonna be too awkward, I feel, to make Embercash work. But the Void Binding could give me 24 damage. But then I don't know. Like, I kind of need a way out of Ember Drain, and I just don't have a good way out of it now. And Snare would be a huge pickup if I could get that. Void Binding, though. Let's just do the Void Binding. I think it gives me a route to go. This is good. Preserve Thorns 0 cost. That's potentially okay. We'll go the Hellvent route here. So I was going to put Shell onto Shell. Am I still open to that? Then I see the spell chain here. Like, I could just go Pierce there. Now I have kind of a way out of Ember Drain, right? I could abandon the whole self-infuse on Shattered Shell. I guess I don't need to do it. Um, It's 25 shards that aren't that valuable. I think I actually am just going to remove Husk. And if I Hellvent a piercing Mind Collapse, I mean, I know I have to be able to do... This has to happen. What do we got here? Start a turn. This could be good with Shroud Spike. Hyperscale my Penumbra. Have it do something. I don't know. I think that depends on me finding Gorge. If I don't find Gorge, that doesn't really make sense. This could just make me get actual good breakpoints on my Mind Collapses. I think I will take that. My Restore has become quite a bit better. Only thing is, like, I could spell chain the Mind Collapse, and then they come back into the deck, but they're not really doing much damage, the spell chain diversion. I think I could just Hellvent. I could spell chain this and Hellvent it. It's quite a bit of shards, but it is a lot of scaling. Yeah, I think I have to. I'm gonna Hellvent that. And let's get rid of the Husk, because I don't need that extra priority draw. And let's get rid of Shade Splitters. We really don't need those. And that's it. I think we might die here. We'll find out. I don't think I should play the Penumbra. I don't want to steal Slays. It's one problem with these Mind Collapses as well. Like, I really just don't want to steal Slays. Alright, this could be the moment of truth coming up here. Like, this guy... have this turn. Can do... be doing 52. Why does this guy have to be so sharded up? Well, This could be it. Let me think here. I can survive one hit from him. I will be Ember Drained for the rest of this entire fight. I don't actually know if I want to do that. I think we definitely do that. We want to draw. Could do 3 plus 13 on him. I think it's okay to do. These don't outscale the incant, unfortunately. The Glimmer, but that spell shield's unfortunately fucking me up. How much do I need to do here to get you down to 30? I need to do about 135. I don't think I have enough. That's 12. I guess I'm going to have to put down... I guess I should go bottom. I just don't know if that's enough to be able to, like, to kill the boss. You know? So... but that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to have to finish with Penumbra up top. We'll be down and average... fuck me, dude. There's just no good solution here. We're just going to have to go like this. Go you top. Do that. We might as well kill this. Oops. Oh, I'm already fucking up. I don't know. I'm just playing so off today. I knew it was not going to be good today. I'm just not doing well. Not well at all. Look at all of this shit. Okay, let's just do that. Well, 85. It's going to be pretty fucking rough to kill this guy still. 83. This is just insane. If I can get him doing enough damage... Like I could do this. It's 107 plus 6. 107 plus 6. But it is Decaying Rage, so it'd be 105 plus 6, which is 111. 111 is just enough to actually do it, the job. I think we have to do that then. Unfortunately. We can do this. We need those slays, so let's take out one of them. I do need that scaling. Let's try to put some damage in there. And might as well do that, I don't know. So I can stop him. I can stop some of these. Not many. Well, not much else to do there, eh? This group here is going to be quite the issue. We definitely needed an ensnare, or something along those lines. This guy's just going to destroy me, I guess. We can do this, though. Can take them out. Put these there. It does quite a bit of damage. Like, I can do that, but then down here is quite an issue into, what's his name? Just not enough regen to really get the job done here. We do have 3 damage shields. It's not really going to be enough. I mean, if I can kill this guy, he's going down by 15, so he'll be down to 1. 18, 118 I need. I'll be up to, I'll be up almost there. I think I have to do that then. Well, I think this is definitely worth losing the Slay on to get this Ember. Just double check that there's not anybody else I can do it on. Yeah, so let's do that. We still want to like make this be the floor, I'm pretty sure. How am I gonna take this out though? Fuck me, dude. The fucking incant. Some damage there. Do that and that. Yeah, not much else to do. Unfortunately, all of these fucking guys. I guess we can do a little bit more damage like that. Alright, well, rip. Well played the Loxy. That one might have been over before it began. But seeing how it went with me, either way, my plan was crap, right? So rather, obviously, it's weird because I've done this combo so much, but I don't know. I guess
Dropping. Sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just
really,
trying to.
Really tough.
Yeah, trying
that
to.
Arcus fight is brutal.
Right, it's like I probably was gonna die anyway to Arcus. Yeah, things just didn't go so well. I should not have been at 115 shards at that point, but I'm trying to think like which were the really bad shard spends. Like, how did I even get to 115? I'm like looking at my deck. Huh. I must.
-2s, I think. Duping the Razor Sharp, probably.
Right. Yeah, definitely that cost a bit. And because I had to play that Void Binding, I just couldn't really even make use of the spell chain. But yeah, that was just doomed. Looks like Loxy crushed
I
it.
haven't posted it yet. I replayed the run that I lost.
Yeah.
And for me, it came down to trials that I took that just killed me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. The hardest part is like, especially when a sweeper run, when you have like a shattered shell,
Right.
is not getting multi-strike is so brutal to these sweep runs.
Right.
It's so hard to get enough damage.
Exactly. Yeah, and I originally had the husk, so I wasn't even thinking along the lines of like shattered shell, but the route it ended up having to go, the glimmer, just was so bad because my original plan was like, oh, I don't care. I'll have a big heal. It'll do a bunch of damage and scale me. But with the shattered shell that I ended up having to like kind of desperately switch to instead of the husk, then it just became a liability. It was like, well, now I have to choose between giving up slays. It's like I have this good card that really isn't too good now in this deck. I wish I just went with the Penumbra. The original plan probably would have been better. Go with the Void Binding.
I think, well, I haven't seen Loxy's just on ring 7 right now.
Yeah.
My guess, we'll have to see. There has not been a Furnace Tap though, and I feel like it's always super risky.
Right.
Going a Penumbra route without Furnace Tap.
Right. Yeah, especially with. I'd be more confident if it wasn't Diligent. Diligent puts a wrench in it, but I do think if you zero cost a Void Binding and hold it over, which we could have done, the offering was there at the first shop, but it's just so hard to make that work with Diligent. Any of the other Seraphs, though, I think it's if you get that early, holdover on it and zero cost it, you can pretty much just basically solo it with Penumbra if you Hellvent that Void Binding with all your Hellvents.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
Or if you luck out and get a ×5 cavern event, but
right. That just
even without, I think.
it's still not the
But
best line. Like you still leak a bit. Probably for tournament. Probably, I I think I second guessed myself too because I was like, tournament scoring. Maybe this Void Binding is also just a bad line because it's probably gonna leak and hit and have scourges at the very least hit you.
and I think the biggest problem is, yeah, exactly, scourges plus just slowly losing your void bindings in the Seraphite can be really tragic if you don't find another alternative. Now, I mean, you are awoken, so you do have infinite stings. You do have infinite. What are they called? The other one
Preserve
that you can
Thorns.
also generate. Well, preserve thorns, but there's the other one too.
Oh, Thorn Fruit. Oh, Vine
Yes,
Mother.
that's the one
Vine
that
Mother.
generates. Well, it's the one that generates the grab and pulls.
Oh, right. Curse
It's the
Vines.
one that curse finds. Yeah. So I think there are options, but
Right.
it's always speculative. Like you don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
Let me unmute Loxy. We can talk a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That
look at her run.
So
drawing
Loxy,
cards. Oh, hi.
you probably already noticed. Gabriot unfortunately was not able to complete Ring 6. So
Yes,
it
I
does
did see
make
that.
you it does make you the winner of this first game. Um, so just so everyone feels better, nobody took Shadow Siege as
Ah,
a standalone
I,
unit with switches.
I had thought you
So
would have.
nobody had the auto run. You both ended up kind of going similar routes. I would say, a couple diversions, and we could talk about a little bit strategy here, and then of course, Loxy, you can go ahead and finish your run after. But just talking strategy here. So, Gabriel, you kind of talked about your initial thoughts around going this void binding route with monstrous penumbra, trying to build up large damage defense, and then you did this kind of hard pivot really early into this Awoken Hollow plus Sweeper setup, using kind of Glimmer plus the restores, Unleash the Wildwood, and then you did a second fairly hard pivot into a Shattered Shell as your sweeper, which, as you said, made it a little bit more complicated with this Void Binding, killing off the same units that you want to kill off with your Shattered Shell.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
What Luxy, what have you kind of gone with as your
So
main plan
I
here?
did take that Shadow Siege,
Oh, okay.
but I immediately infused it into Husk Hermit
Ah,
and duped the Razor Sharp Edges as my scaling and holdovered it, and that's basically all of my scaling. And then I've just got the Void Bindings and all of the regen stuff to just keep Penumbra alive in front of Husk Hermit, because I never found Quick on it, so...
it may,
you can also kind of imply there that she did not go with monstrous. She went with architect, which is
Oh,
why
yes,
she can
Architect.
oh,
play
right.
why she can play a monstrous or play penumbra in front of her sweeper.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so I thought you might have taken trample because I saw you got through ring 1 with the armor trial with no damage. So I'm like, must have taken trample because I couldn't find the line to get through to get through that first ring clean. So I thought that might have been what you did just looking at your score.
Right, right. Yep. Yeah, I definitely went trample. It unfortunately didn't do much for me later on.
Yeah, that's sort of the whole thing, right? With monstrous is like it'll win rings 1 and 2 for you, but it's sort of hard to fit into any long-term plan.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
basically auto-picked architect. I didn't even consider trample. I didn't
Yeah.
even consider monstrous.
Yeah, I'm not a huge monstrous fan. The only time I guess I consider it is in this combo because I often find I can't get much out of architect, and I might be able to
Yeah.
get something out of monstrous, particularly if I can get the gorge flex, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely think what you did makes a lot more sense altogether, especially like seeing the razor sharp. I should have just thought more along the lines of, a Shadow Siege Husk would be better than what I was trying to do, which was basically the Awoken Hollow and Husk. I think I was just too tunnel visioned on that to even see that Shadow Siege as being like a potentially good infusion. But then yeah, it is pretty much a lot of good stats. So
Yeah, I sat there
Good
on
thing
that reward screen for a while because I saw the Shadow Siege and immediately regretted not taking the sketches.
yep, yep,
And I sat on it for a while just thinking about that, and then it kind of hit me after a while. Like if I had have maybe been playing fast, I maybe wouldn't have taken the Shadow Siege. But yeah,
it
I think there's a
was
lot of surprising lines here. I mean, obviously, I think the winning line, if you want to just go ideal, having known everything, is obviously Sketches with Shadow Siege. But
right.
I actually think there's a really solid um, robot line
Yeah,
because you get robot, you get your Shroud Spike. All of that works really well with all of these artifacts, which are generating tons of morsels for you. And there was both the what's it called, the entire floor uh, damage shield. So there is even a
yeah.
line where you can keep all the morsels alive. So that personally, that probably would have been my line. I typically pivot into robot if I see it by ring three. Um,
and there was
I
a lot of good morsel cards early too. Like I saw the early Grovel, and I was like, it's a pretty
Mm,
good card, but do I really want to go Umbra?
yeah,
It's always
that's
the
always the
conundrum.
risk, right? Like
Yeah,
if you don't get robot or morsel made, it's
right.
super hard to be successful with a strong Umbra focused
Exactly.
deck, especially Gorge focused deck.
Yeah. I've started to like Gorge Penumbra a bit more. It's also like kind of an okay thing that you can. It's weird because it's like it's they're that and Morselmaid are like the only two things that actually kind of scale off of Gorge. If that makes sense, like they're the ones that actually gain like a tangible benefit. I feel.
I think Robot is in a very particular spot where he does require non-morsel support
Right.
or extremely good comboing with Shroud Spike.
Yeah.
But I find like Robot, especially in an Awoken build, I like him a lot because he's so easy to play your razor sharp edge on. It's very focused on just protecting one unit instead of protecting multiple units. So I like it quite a lot. But definitely Morsel Made being like just not auto win, but it's hard to lose a Morsel Made run if you get it.
I've managed to do it a few times.
Oh, me too. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely managed to lose, but it's hard to lose.
yeah, it's usually just not
You
enough
have to work at it.
strikes.
Yes.
It's usually the
Yeah,
problem
that's
you have
right.
to solve.
Either strikes or trample. If you don't get
Yep.
one of the two,
Mm.
it can be pretty brutal. Um, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call this game. So
Mhm.
congratulations, Loxy, on your first win of the first season of the Monster Train League. As I said, feel free to play out the rest of the run. I'm going to end the stream here. So appreciate you guys and your participation. And remember, Gabriel, it's still only the first game.
Yeah.
We got lots more to play, is what I keep telling myself
Yeah.
after my first performance.
It's all about the comeback, right?
Yeah, it's the story. It's the story.
Yeah.
You gotta start off
Right.
struggle. But yeah, so thanks you guys both, and I'll record the run, and we will kick things off again next week. See you guys later.
See ya.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Nate.
Yeah. Thanks for hosting, Nate, and well played, Loxy.
Thanks, Gabriot, and see you later.
See you later.